Hello, folks, and welcome to the Moo Mad channel. It's James here. Uh, I've been missing in action, shall we say, for the last week and a bit or so. So I'm sorry about that. Truth is, a little bit sick, and that's the end of that, shall we say. Still not too great, but I'm sure we'll live. But I went to go to Cex in Glasgow last Sunday with my son because he had a appointment at the hospital, and I thought, well, what we'll do is we'll make a night of it. We'll stay in a hotel. We'll get up in the morning, or we'll go a Sunday afternoon. We'll go down to see X's. He can go on a couple of the rides at the Winter Wonderland in Glasgow, and then we'll do a few other bits and pieces. But the truth is, when we got there, we were sick, really sick, both of us, and I let him go on a couple of rides. But after the couple of rides, you were just sick, weren't you, James? James,
Yeah.
you were sick, eh? And so we just went to the hotel. And then, when we were in the hotel, we done a strange thing, didn't we?
What?
We watched regular TV, which we've not done for a long time. And just so happened to be, I did, the night of the museum was on. I watched that, that was quite good. We watched, straight after that was Kindergarten Cop. And then there was a movie I thought I liked. It was Sleepless in Seattle, and I watched it, and it wasn't what I remember. So we done that. Didn't really do much looking at. I did go into CX, but we were feeling so sick, we just didn't bother doing anything. So that continued for the entire week. But I do have some pickups and gifts that I got before that. And yesterday I did go back to work, and I was in Glasgow. And on the way back, I had a look at the CEX on Rose Street. So I'll show you what we got. So before I got sick, I went into the charity shop and I found 2 or 3 titles that interested me. So I found this one, which is Judas and the Black Messiah, for £2. Basically, it's a thief turned FBI informant infiltrates the Illinois Black Panthers. So that might be a good one, and with a slipcover and everything like that. For £2, I thought, why not? Why not take it? So as I say, I picked that one up. I don't recognise any of the names, but I do recognise the guy at the top. I think that must be Daniel Kaluuya. So Roy said this was a pretty decent film, so I thought, yeah, we'll add that to the collection. I haven't watched that one yet. But it does say it's 125 minutes, plenty of special features, and recent enough. So I thought for £2, that's a bargain. I also took this one here, which is the battle. It says "Fight for Country and Freedom," and it was only £1, this one, but it trades for 90p. So I thought, if it's no good, I can just trade it in. But it looks pretty good. The battle chronicles the story of Mexico's Battle of Puebla, the most important battle in Mexican history, when the unbeatable French army invades Mexico to set up a monarchy. So I thought, that looks pretty good. And I think it also said it was from a director I recognised, but the name escapes me right now. As you say, still not the best of form. So I took that one and that one. This one, anime, this was £2, and essentially I got this one to trade in. It was £1. I think you get 2 for it or something like that. But it's In This Corner of the World. Have you heard of that anime, James?
No, not one bit.
No, you've not heard of that one. But I just got that one to trade because anime is usually pretty good for that, or eBay, And last one I picked up in the charity shop was one that I thought I didn't have, and it turns out I do. It was £1. And that is The Whistleblower with Rachel Weisz. Basically, she's gets a job in the UN and discovers corruption in human trafficking in the UN, gets fired for it, tried to destroy her career, but eventually people believe her. And I believe this is a true story. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But I watched that one and I actually thought it was a good story. Not for the faint of heart, that one though, shall we say. So next, I received a gift from Larry, as Roy likes to say, the section sponsored by Larry Boyd. He sent me he said to me that he found this in the charity shop, and I said, that's actually one of my favourites. And he says, well, if you've got the Blu-ray, I've got the 4K, I didn't really need the 4K. If you send me the Blu-ray, you can have the 4K. And I did. And nice with slipcover, which is the fifth wave with Chloe Grace Watterson. So that's what this one is. This is an invasion movie where it's difficult to say without, giving the plot away. And if you want to watch, but it's an alien invasion movie where humans have to fight for survival, but there's a big twist in it, which I quite like. Just take that off there so you can see the title a bit better. There we go. This is a Sony release, and it does have Dolby Atmos, but doesn't have Dolby Vision on it. I do like a bit of Dolby Vision, but a lot of the older 4Ks don't have it, but that's alright. Based on the best-selling novel, the 4 waves of increasingly deadly attacks that have left most of Earth decimated. And as I say, this is a pretty good one, and so I'm glad to get that on 4K now, and add it to the upgrades. Because if you're going to have a movie and you're going to watch it, you may as well watch it on the best format possible. If you're going to rewatch it often, I think Blu-ray is still great quality in a lot of things. Like the 4K of not the 4K. What am I talking about? The Blu-ray of the Tower and Inferno, that looks incredible on Blu-ray. It really does. That's probably one of the best Blu-rays I've ever seen. Probably because it's shot on 70mm. So is Lawrence of Arabia, a great one shot on 70mm. I've not seen the 4K of that yet, but Roy has got it, and I'm sure he'll let us know if that's a significant improvement on the Blu-ray on there. But I don't feel the need to upgrade Lawrence of Arabia, not right now, because it's not one of my, I'll be honest, it's not one of my favourite movies. But that being said, if I seen it in the CX and it was a, reasonable price, if you're going to have it in your collection, you upgrade it. That's my philosophy. Anyway, so I seen another couple that I felt the same way about, but these are actually quite favourite ones in my CX, and I took them. I took Gremlins. I've heard that this isn't a great transfer, but again, if you're going to have it, it was vouchers I spent. It wasn't money. I say that, but it was money to obtain the vouchers. But when I picked one up for £12, in general, it's probably cost me £6 in actual cash on there. So I'm happy to do that for that level. And I had the Blu-ray Gremlins. This one includes the Blu-ray, which is good. So I basically traded that. Basically thought, it's cost 12. I'll get 2 for the Blu-ray. I'll upgrade for 10. Why not? Why not do that? And Gremlins is a Christmas movie, I would say. Set at Christmas Eve, gets Gizmo as a present, and things go awry. What a classic Gremlins is, it really is. I actually really like the second one as well on there. So this one does have Dolby Audio, but doesn't have Dolby Vision or Dolby Atmos on it. But again, when I seen it in my shop with the slipcover, I thought, why not upgrade that for the £10? So I did. It's still good. I've not watched that yet, but I'm gonna. I'm just gonna have a sip of my tea. With the good tea bags. James, James,
What?
your cup of tea will be ready now.
Alright, thank you.
I mean, James is still feeling more under the weather than I am. So I've made it. Oh, you can hear him away. So we've got different things, by the way, but he has usually makes the cups of tea because he's still not feeling well. It was Dad's job today, James. He's not listening, he's got his headphones on. So next, if you're going to, again, have a copy of a movie, why not have it in 4K? And I picked up Cool Hand Luke. I really enjoy this movie. It's been to be fair, it's been a while since I've watched this one. But for £10 when I seen it in the CX, I took it, and again, it's got the Blu-ray. It's got the Blu-ray in it. And I was just watching a YouTube video the other day. Paid £10 for it. The other day, it was saying that Kevin Costner felt that his 5 favourite films, and this was one of them. I can't remember what the other 4 were, to be fair. The Giant was one of them. But this was at number 1, I think, for him, and it is a great movie. I think I don't think I've got Bullet, or if I do, it's somewhere hiding. But Cool Hand Luke, where he eats the eggs. I like Papillon as well. I think that's a great movie with Dustin Hoffman. Or is that Steve McQueen? Is Papillon Steve McQueen? It is, isn't it? Get the two mixed up sometimes. It is Steve McQueen. It's because Paul Newman and Steve McQueen are in Tower Inferno. But there you go. This one doesn't have Dolby Atmos either. It does come in a nice thin case, which I'm really starting to like the thin cases because they give you a bit more space on the shelf as well. But in terms of the movie, to upgrade that for £10, I thought that was another good deal. So I've done that. The next one I got, these two were the ones I got on the way back. Oh, once I was back from Glasgow in the centre of town. And I had 3 in my hand. I had Goodfellas. And I put Goodfellas back. I'm starting to regret that a bit now, but I was thinking I've got a wee bit of vouchers. I'd like to keep some in reserve, so I'll just take 2 just now. And I spent £22 again in vouchers, and we'll start off with this one. The war movie I really enjoy. My dad really enjoys. I think it's a very decent war film, and I've got the Blu-ray, but I have watched this a number of times. What is that sticking on my wee bit of paper sticking in a bit there? But I've watched it a number of times, and that is Fury with Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and Shane. What's his name from The Walking Dead? But I just think it just, again, it's all about the realities of war where they're scraping the guy's face out of the tank and stuff like that. I just thought it was a really, really good movie. Just want to check whether this one has. This one has Dolby Atmos, so I can imagine how good that's going to sound. I say I don't have the Dolby Atmos system, I just have a 5.1, but even so, it still sounds great when you put it on there. Wonderful these ones are. It's got all the special features, over 50 minutes of a deleted and extended scenes, director combat, journal, armoured warrior, the real men inside the Shermans, taming of the beast, how to drive and fire and shoot inside the tank, Bloodbath Brothers feature. I wonder if that's all on the Blu-ray. The truth is, I don't actually often get the Blu-ray out, because when I got the Blu-ray, I got the digital code. So it's on like my YouTube movies, and if I just want to watch a war movie, I put it on there. But always wanted to upgrade it to 4K, and a lot of the time it's been £15 and £16, and it's never been in my CX. So I took that. And I say, if you've not seen the film, basically it's the story of a tank commander at the end stages of the war in Germany. And you could say just trying to survive and do his job, while taking on a young raw recruit that's supposed to be that's not really supposed to be in a tank, but they put him in it because they're short. And trying to keep him alive as well. But the horrors, true horrors of war. The best war film since Saving Private Ryan and Platoon. It is a very good one. I do like Hacksaw Ridge as well. So I got that one. And this is going to cause me a space issue because I don't have this movie's in my Clint Eastwood Blu-ray box set. So it's going to actually take an additional space on my shelf. But I think it's worth it. Unforgiven on 4K. Dolby Atmos, Dolby Audio. You've got, what a cast you've got in this. Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, Richard Harris, Morgan Freeman. Story of a gunslinging, bye James, gunslinging killer in his youth who's retired and he's became married and then his wife's died and he needs money. So he wants to go back to killing just for the money. But can he do it anymore? And he has to get a band together to do that. And things go wrong and he ends up facing off with Gene Hackman, just like in The Quick and the Dead. Well, don't say like just in The Quick and the Dead, but he's a bad guy in that. And he's a bad guy in this. So, just a short video. Even though I've been not well, I've still managed to acquire, another 4, 5, 8 titles. Now, admittedly, that it's easier to put these into the shelves because 4 of them will be coming out. Gremlins, Cool Hand Luke, Fury, and The Fifth Wave. And Fifth Wave's already gone because I sent that off to Larry. Gremlins already traded in. Cool Hand Luke, and I've got to get Fury off. But this one, I say that's in my Clint Eastwood box set, so I can't really trade that out. I wouldn't, so there's no point. But the blue, and just about to say, does this one have the Blu-ray? Because it doesn't say, but it does have the Blu-ray inside. So we'll keep that there. 2 discs and a nice collection. 4 Academy Award winners. You can see why. I think this is a very good film. This and Gran Torino, I think, are Clint Eastwood's, latest bests. Yep. So glad to get those 2. The Whistleblower, that's a mistake because I've already got it. Corner where I was going, The Battle and Judas and the Black Messiah. If I'm going to add them, then I have to do one in, one out. So I think I'll need to watch them first, then decide. Just looking at my shelves and thinking where I'm going to put them. so alright, well thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And if you do like this stuff, then please like and subscribe to the video. If you've got any comments on anything I've watched there, then let me know. Hopefully I'll be back on track for videos next week. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.